It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the Hawks, they haven't yet found their groove. They're still trying to make adjustments to try and change the momentum here early in the season. Each game out right now, as their coaches reiterated, is another invaluable opportunity to refine their approach and make improvements. Well, 1 triple-double is nice. 2 is impressive. But what Freak has been doing these last few games, off the charts. Kenny, how big of an impact is he having with all these triple-double performances?
Ernie.
Yes.
When you can contribute as much as he has, he's absolutely carrying the team.
What's up, man? Do me a favor and comment and shit, man, so I can hear it. See how it goes.
It's frequent.
No, that was excellent, Kenny. This sort of reminds me of the run.
What's up, homie?
Don't put cigarette ashes on my penny, because that was fun yesterday.
On a penny? Yeah, I hear you.
Those are from Halloween.
Gotcha. Turn this shit down. Turn this down somewhat. I need somebody to comment. Yeah, I know, right?
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Knicks in New York. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on it.
No stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. It's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Splitter. Draymond Green is out there with Kane. Then there's Teague. And it's Hezonja at the shooting guard position. Splitter misses. For Atlanta, they come in off a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Clock at 4. And Hezonja gets it to go.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Smith with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York. Bryant. And again, it's Cleveland. And you're in the NBA, time becomes your most precious resource. And from what I hear, Freak has been making the most of it by getting in extra work when it can.
Well, it's not always easy to find time to do all the things you want as an NBA player, but it's nice to hear, really encouraging to hear that Freak values honing his skills as much as anything else. You've got to keep that a priority when you're an NBA player.
Here's Teague, following the basket by Freak.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
He kicks it to Irving. That's good. That's Bryant with the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Green kicks to Teague. Right through the D for the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control is essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Teague, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Outside. Pass to Splitter. Fires it up. Kept alive. Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got his first points of the game.
Just a lazy defense on the glass there.
Nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
That is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Azania, covered by Smith. And here's Green outside. Zeller grabs the board. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And Bryant wide open and shoots. And another three for Cleveland.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. And let's check out the numbers for Bryant. He's coming off an excellent season. First in free throw shooting, fourth in three-point field goal percentage, and he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
And a wide open look for Irving. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Now, here is Smith looking for his first basket still in this one. Great open look there.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleed.
Here's Azania. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. Atlanta again missing. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
He said they've really got their work cut out for them, dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots. Get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Thank you, Doris. Smith, no luck.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Splitter misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Love off a pick from Bryant. Love goes in, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Here's Azania. Splitter sets a screen, and stolen by Zeller. Dang against Bryant. That's a pick by Love. Bryant passes to Love. Outside Bryant. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Bryant. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And now Doris Burke has the headlines.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach's words lead us to believe they're going to be asking a lot of him today in terms of offense, and I'm sure he's only too happy to oblige. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
All right, Doris, thanks. That's good. The Cavaliers leading by 18. They set the pick. Bryant with a screen on Hardaway. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Schroeder. And here's Anderson from the arc. And Jokic with the rebound.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on.
Move the ball. Ryan against Anderson. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Irving. Schroeder kicks to Hawes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Schroeder kicks to Hawes. Here's the screen. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Jokic. Out to the right wing. Bryant against Anderson. Pass to Yates. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Outside Bryant. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Cavaliers.
Yo. My shit lagged me all the way out the game.
And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career.
Lagging.
And when the games
it was
come,
counting
still
down for a second, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that to him. I need to get out of this as quick as I can.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American
we ended up coming back. We lost by like 5.
Done a great job in his first season.
If y'all get a chance, man, y'all playing right now?
Certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why
Yeah, I went on your broadcast and said something on there.
You commented? I didn't get it.
Yeah.
That compares to the NBA grind.
Yo, bro. Said it.
No, you can't say it. You gotta type it in. It'll say it for me. Oh.
I typed it in. I typed in yo, bro, and figured it would say it to you.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, man. Yeah, if you can, have your brother do it too, so that way it looks like I got more people. I'm trying to see what it looks like here. Include microphone, audio, and broadcast. Yes. Yes. Comments. Comments are only spoken. Oh, they're not displayed on the screen.
Standard, high, slow. Standard, high, standard.
Alright, I'll have it like that. Alright. We got in 2-on-2. Y'all do good on that. Y'all winning? Alright, well, when y'all win this little game or whatever, man, in between waiting for something, just click on my thing and go to watch broadcast real quick so I get the view. Alright, good luck. And then see if you could type something, because now I got it all in my ear. I might have not heard it.
Just some tremendous offense.
Guys fully in control and stroking it well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Draymond Green is out there with Anderson. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Anderson against Bryant. Back to Love. From the stripe, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Love's got 6.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10.
It didn't say it. It says, yo, homie, it just now got to me.
Have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Green kicks to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Here's Smith. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Start it.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. In third, the Cavaliers.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Now the pass to Yates. Back to Bryant.
Smith.
It's a pick by Love. Over in the corner, Zeller. To the left side wing. From deep. Goes back up. And Bryant puts it in. Bryant's got 13.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Outside Teague. Splitter sets a screen. Teague drives in. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Teague's got his second basket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
For the finish, and Bryant slams it in.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was superb. He had 64 points, and the points were at the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Deng. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Deng's got his first basket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Irving double team. Zeller. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Tyler Zeller.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Bryant comes with the double team. Deng with it. Picked up by Bryant. And it's blocked. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Bryant's got space. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for them during the run.
The Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Mike Scott's checked in for Draymond Green. Irving against T. Down low. Here's Azania. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Outside Teague. Scott kicks to Deng. Outside Teague. To the inside. And Azania gets it to go. Azania's got 7 points in the game.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though. They're going to have to shore up. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bryant. Pass to Jokic. Shot from 16. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got 9 assists now tonight. 1:49 left now here in the second. Teague against Irving. Floats one up. Deng gets a wide open look. Another miss by Deng.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Move the ball. It's sticking too
Bryant
much.
passes to Jokic. Knight dishes to Bryant. 5 to shoot. Inside. And that one's good. Jokic. He's got 6.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Goes up. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And what a game for Bryant. He has 9 rebounds and also 5 steals. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
And, Clark, I just love the supreme focus with which he's playing.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Splitter. Anderson comes in for Luol Deng. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Hezonja. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. Bryant against Hardaway. And Bryant kicks to Knight. Back to Bryant. There's the pick. Bryant is doubled. Off the screen. Jokic, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now here's Bryant. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. The kick out to Irving. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers ahead, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. Our shot selection couldn't have been better. That's the first thing I'll say. I want to see the same patience and decision-making in the second half. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a game show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Zeller is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Bryant in at the three. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. Shot's good from Love.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay and forth. Here we go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Excellent use of the screen that time. And it's now 22 points for Freak.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for teams. Last season's performance for him averaged about 10 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Smith. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Outside Bryant. Picked by Zeller.
Move the
to
ball.
The paint.
It's sticking too much.
That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. And it's 13 points for Tyler Zeller.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And here's Cleveland. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
Get the ball inside.
Love with the screen for Bryant. Bryant is doubled. Dishes it to Zeller. Love, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Feeds it to Teague. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cavaliers on D. Hooked away. It's stolen by Bryant. Down the breakaway jam.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and the wrist breaker.
Outrageous, guys.
On the wing gang. The 19-foot shot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at him.
There's a good screen. Bryant against Dang. Clock at 6. Passes it to Yates. He's looking for Love and finds him. That's good. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Down low. Dang. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 5 assists in the game.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now the dish to Bryant.
No, JR.
Pass to Yates. Love with the screen for Smith. Here's Yates. And again.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
You got it. Let's get
the
the
kick
ball
out to
inside.
Bryant. There's the triple. Rebound Atlanta.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on an 18-6 run.
Let's get the ball inside.
Love with the screen for Bryant. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Teague, the pass to Hazanya. He dishes it to Green. No one near him. Green missing again. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
Inside.
Smith.
Teague against Bryant. Plays it up and banks it in. Bryant's got 30 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Anderson against Knight. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 6.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Hardaway against Bryant. The pass to Yates. Back to Bryant. Here's the 3. And he gets it to go. Bryant's got 33 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
It's stolen by Bryant.
Call it both ways.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
My
and
fault.
the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Bryant comes with the double team. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 5 points in the game. Irving dishes to Bryant. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Knight passes to Jokic. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
It's stolen by Bryant.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out tonight, 4 on the shot clock. He goes up again. Foul call that time. On the way.
His owner coincided with the beginning of the career of a quarterback named John Elway. Appreciation for the man they called Mr. B. Sadly, in recent years, Boland has been stricken by the effects of Alzheimer's disease. And at just 71, he's no longer able to make public appearances. But that didn't stop a large number of past Bronco legends from gathering for a series of events honoring Boland this weekend and culminating tonight with his induction into the Bronco Ring of Fame. In fact, the ceremony is going on just behind us. Boland's Broncos lead the Packers 17-7 at the half. Before we head to break, I want to let you know that tomorrow on the Today Show, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are among the interview subjects. That's tomorrow on Today. And we're back to Denver for the second half after this.
This has been the Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
What?
Is it hands up, down on the ground, or don't move? The people here have strict instructions not to let anyone take you away.
Latest map over the back of the cab. Is there a way in?
You had no idea what you were walking into.
New Blind Spot, tomorrow after The Voice on NBC, and get the NBC app.
This is the game we like to call Follow the Leader. Ram 1500 is powerful enough to tow 9,200 pounds. Delivers up to 29 miles per gallon highway. With more people driving Ram trucks than ever before, we built quite the following. Get a great deal on the best trucks during Ram Truck Month. Lessees of Ford, Chevy, or GMC light duty pickups get 9,200 in total values on the 2015 Ram 1500 Outdoorsman Crew Cab.
I'm not voting for Matt Bevin, and I am a lifelong Republican. The fact that there were the previous tax lien issues with his business and his vacation home, whether they're resolved or not, the fact that he said I never had a tax lien issue, that's problematic for me. And now that he won't disclose his tax return, I feel like, well, what are you hiding? What's there that you don't want the public to see?
If you want to open your own tax records to the public, you shouldn't be running for office.
I usually vote Republican, but I can't vote for Matt Bevin.
If the Dodge brothers walked into a dealership today, they'd be pretty impressed with what's become of their Maverick car company. With all the power, performance, and ingenuity. But knowing them, they'd insist on serving the donuts. Get yours before they're history.
Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2015 Journey SXT front-wheel drive for $239 a month.
Cards football this Saturday. Cards basketball Monday the 9th on Wave 3 News.
This week, Fallon has Bryan Cranston, Aziz Ansari, Martin Short, Christoph Waltz, Christy Brinkley, Harry Connick Jr., and Meghan Trainor. New Tonight Show this week on NBC.
There's a moment in every game that changes everything. NFL turning
super franchises in the National Football League. Packers get the ball to start the half. Second half, McManus to kick off. There's Von Miller. Back to receive.
Well, there's no question the difference in this first half has been the play of the quarterbacks and the defensive secondary for the Denver Broncos. They have been in these Packer receivers all night, and they have won the battle. Akeem Talib, Chris Harris, Bradley Roby, winning those one-on-one matchups down the field and giving that pass rush time to unsettle Aaron Rodgers. We will see if Aaron Rodgers has an answer here in the second half. Maybe some big plays, maybe some things that get these guys a little space away from these cornerbacks.
Rodgers normally averages about 8.5 yards a pass, averaging 3 in the first half, and they're beginning an Eddie Lacy run that goes nowhere.
Well, Derek Wolf's the one that came down there and ended up making that play. He came back from suspension, and he now is sort of solidified. Maybe the one last piece of the puzzle is, okay, how good of run players are these guys? And I mean, it really is hard. Somebody said, well, how do you beat the Broncos on defense? And I kind of just go, I don't know.
The defense has bailed them out in almost every game this season.
Score.
Yeah. 4 defensive touchdowns. Rodgers has to get it away so quickly, and the pass incomplete. Let's go, Michelle.
Well, I talked to Gary Kubiak moments ago, and he's feeling his defense is getting pressure on Aaron Rodgers, but he told me, we're not finishing. We haven't been able to bring him down, and he's able to keep those plays alive. So his emphasis to his team at halftime was finish the plays and let's knock off the penalties.
Right, thank you, Michelle. Unfortunately, the one play they did finish was when Gruden came in and knocked him to the turf for the personal foul. Third down and 11 now from the 19-yard line.
Boy, third and long, and it's tough to pick up a first down against this defense.
Rodgers, that pass is incomplete, and here comes another flag. So Rodgers was jostled again. T.J. Ward, arms out, so me?
Patrick Curtis, defense for the 43 on that first down. Spot foul.
Down the middle of the field, here's Ward right here, and just going to hit him, and there's no question. There's nothing wrong with being physical within 5 yards, but that one's going to get called. Chris Harris telling us that T.J. Ward, they call him the Tasmanian Devil. They have to literally settle him down. He's such a great player and such a force against the run. Quite that against the pass.
You saw that graphic. 9 penalties for Denver and 1 for Green Bay. With Denver up by 10. Rodgers has slipped over to Lacy. And Eddie Lacy with some tough running after the 42. The ball looks like it may loose. With Sylvester Williams in there, but the play was over. They get second down and 1 gain of 9.
I'm really interested to see this one. Chris Harris going to strip that thing out. It is out.
It's coming out.
See who recovers.
Who recovers it? Yeah, but
Have to have a clear recovery.
right. It's no good to challenge something if you don't know that you're going to win it on the other side.
I think that's going to be the issue. They see it's out.
Right. They know it's out. They could have challenged, but they probably would not have won it because there's no clear view as to whether Denver recovered or not. Meanwhile, Starks proceeds to pick up the first down.
Boy, how good was James Starks in their last outing against San Diego? Ended up with 112 yards rushing, a beautiful 65-yard touchdown. Did we see it here? Here he has it pinned against his body, and it looks like he did indeed recover that ball.
Yeah, no way that could have been overturned after doing a replay. Here's Starks again. He's going to cut it back. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Wolf and Barrett are there, second down. Meanwhile, James Jones, who was picked up after the Giants let him go in training camp, and he's been a star so far this season, the once and present Packer. He was with Green Bay for many years before. There's no catchers tonight.
How about that? A guy over 30 years of age that's averaging 20 yards a catch, 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more. He has been the deep threat without Jordy Nelson. 7 catches of 25 or more
Once again, pass incomplete. And for Richard Rodgers, third down.
Aaron Rodgers is rarely uncomfortable, but this pass rush has been at least this close all night long. And Aaron Rodgers, for all his skills of being able to throw off that back foot, not having to step into those throws, mentally, after a while, it starts to wear on him, especially when your guys are all covered down the field.
Third and 10. Press the pocket, but Rodgers is going to escape and run for a first down. He slides for a stop at the 38. So if you want to bring the house as they do that time with most of the pressure coming up the middle, if he gets to the outside, forget about it.
Jalen Starks just saved his quarterback. Watch the blitz coming right here and right at the last second. The dancing with the stars guy you talked about, Aaron Rodgers, able to see that dance out of the way and then pick up a big, big first down.
Summers his way for a 16-yard gain to the 39-yard line. Opening drive of the second half. Starts again. Fights forward, gain of about 5 to the 36-yard line.
And you really have no choice when you play against this Broncos defense. You really have to try and stay with that running game. Now they bring back in James Starks. I'm talking to Aaron Rodgers about him. He said, hey, he's earned his extra playing time. Came out with a bit of a sore hip after that last game, but they rotate these backs in about every 3 plays, and then whoever has the hot hand, they let them play into the fourth quarter.
That was a 3-yard pickup. Lacy is in there now as the running back. Second down and 7. Lacy. And he gets stood up as he takes the ball inside the 35. And it will be third down and 4 for the Packers.
And we've seen Eddie Lacy be so great. I've seen him for a guy his size, a little like Jerome Bettis, you know, the ability to do spin moves and all that. Sprained that ankle in the second game, and he just has not quite been the same. He's getting a little better here tonight after struggling in his last 2, but we need him to get hot.
Third and 4. 5 minutes into the period. Rodgers. Flag. Deep and too deep incomplete. And normally we're holding this thing against the offense, and that will be the case. John Hart looking over and asking Kubiak if he wants to decline it, which would make it fourth down and 4. Offense number 75. Replay. Third down. So Gary has chosen to back them up. Otherwise, they would have been able to attempt about a 50-yard field goal. Something that Crosby's done a lot.
One of the problems when you're blocking for Aaron Rodgers is you never know where the heck he is. Balaga really did a good job on Von Miller there. Had him pinned in, and then as tried to escape, Von Miller did. It's so easy to just grab him and just hook those arms around the outside.
So Kubiak figuring if he takes the penalty and kick a 50-yard field goal, 3-point game, he's going to gamble that the defense can hold him here on a 3rd and 14. Play clock at 1. And Rodgers will dump it off. This is Starks. And Starks to the 38-yard line, which means if they want to kick a field goal, it's now at the 55. Bring Crosby out to attempt it at altitude.
Yeah, a couple of things. You got confidence in your defense if you're Gary Kubiak to make that call, and you have confidence in your field goal kicker and his ability to kick from long range to call a screen pass right there. So we'll see if what pays off where here.
56-yard attempt. His career high is 58. And again, kicking at 5,280 feet is a distinct advantage. Mass Day to put it down. The former Colorado Buffalo played his college football up the road in Boulder, bangs it through. 9:07 to play in the 3rd quarter. Back to a 7-point game. Broncos up 17-10.
Attention football fans, Southwest is having a sale. Let's run some numbers by you real quick in terms that'll stick. Right now, get fares as low as touchdown with an extra point, of course. Field goal, score. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Let me see that.
Participation trophy. But we won every game. Why do we get the same trophy as all those teams we beat? Are we going to start ending games with hugs instead of handshakes? No. No.
There you go, champ. Thanks.
There's a rhythm that beats inside all of us, and it whispers. Be bold. Be an artist. Be tight with business. It says, make music. Inspire. Be a hero. We all have greatness in us. And with the right tools, there are no limits to where your rhythm will take you. Introducing the ultimate laptop. Surface Book by Microsoft.
Week 8 concludes with Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then, Week 9 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on NFL Network.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. By Microsoft Surface, the official tablet of the NFL. By the Kia Sorrento, built for football families. And by the Peanuts movie Friday, only in theaters. Legacy High School will be premiering Friday night. Leave the time for first to the front page, seeing a game played up the road in Boulder. Love it. Touchdown. All right, so a 17-0 lead has now become 17.
You had a great game today, buddy.
Not really. He's just not good. Which is a shame, because he does have a passion for football. Or at least watching it. Maybe he could be a famous commentator with his own catchphrase and a bunch of fancy suits.
Wasn't he awesome?
Yeah.
It's here. The most advanced iPhone yet. Get the new iPhone 6s at T-Mobile. The network that's doubled its LTE coverage in the past year. Our new extended range LTE signal now reaches twice as far as before. It is 4 times better in buildings. Want more? Get our lowest price on iPhone 6s with trade-in. 0 upfront and just $5 on demand. Get it now at T-Mobile.
Katniss Everdeen, a small-town girl from District 12 who survived the Hunger Games and turned a nation of slaves into an army. Turn your weapons to the capital.
Tuesday, one life clings to another.
You move, she bleeds to death.
New Chicago Fire, Tuesday on NBC, and get the NBC app.
Updates here, rushing yards about even, passing yards significant difference, time of possession about even as well. But Denver's seen a 17-0 lead go down to 17-10 as they take the ball to the 20-yard line. Ronnie Hillman, running back, manning in the pistol. Sliding and throwing, and that's incomplete. And Sanders and the crowd looks around. No flag. Medical update. Here's Michelle.
Well, Green Bay corners Sam Shields and Quentin Rollins have both been ruled out for the remainder of the game. Shoulder injuries to both. Mike McCarthy told me at halftime he thinks his defense was starting to settle down after those injuries in the secondary, but he wants to see his defense tackle better and stop the Broncos' running game, Al.
And I think that's going to be, Michelle, a big storyline going down the stretch here, too. C.J. Anderson is there are very few guys who can exploit a couple of injuries in the secondary better than Peyton Manning. McDaniels is there to make a stop.
this player. If I had to pick one along with Clay Matthews, that would be my guy. I think he plays the run equally well as the pass. Gets great pressure, plays with intensity all the time.
Manning goes empty now on 3rd and 8. That's caught. That's Thomas over the middle. Demaryius Thomas with a hot start and silent for a good part of the rest of the first half. Back in action here first down. Gain of 20 yards.
Well, there he is here, and we're right back to it. What's he run tonight, Al? He's run deep, and he's run crossing routes, and it has given the defensive backs a tough time. But Manning, when he sees rookies on the outside against his veteran guy, he's going to take his shot.
Approaching the halfway mark of the third quarter. Delaying the game on the outside. And C.J. Anderson will go nowhere as Clay Matthews mirrors him. Takes him down for a loss of a couple.
I just think it's so remarkable to see a guy who, to the best of my knowledge, never played inside linebacker. And when he first made that switch, we did the game last year in Green Bay. The instincts weren't really there. Now you watch him on tape, and he looks like a Junior Seau kind of guy, Ray Lewis kind of guy, flying across the line of scrimmage and making plays like that.
Second and 12. Open over the middle. This time it is Andre Caldwell. The 36 of Green Bay. Randall makes the tackle, so he exploits the middle again. Does Manning. This time a gain of 24.
Yeah, I think these crossing routes are working for a reason. The more inexperience you have on the field, maybe you call a few more zones if you're Dom Capers and get the pass protection, which is not easy against the Packers, then you can exploit that part of the field.
Meanwhile, there's an injury timeout, and you see why. Matthews goes down, and it's about the last sight anybody in Green Bay ever wants to see. Clay Matthews limping off the field.
Well, and it's deeper than that because he's the signal caller as well, and gets rolled up by his own guy, Demarius Randall, at the end of that. Where that is not a good sign, and they are relatively thin. They have young guys backing him up. Jake Bryan, Joe Thomas. There's Joe Thomas in there. There's a guy that was cut by the Packers, went to the Dallas practice squad, and then they brought him back because of the injury to Sam Barrington. So they are thin now.
And again, just work in the middle of the field from the 28-yard line. Demaryius Thomas. Another grab. That's 6 catches for Thomas tonight for 129 yards as Matthews gets checked out on the sideline.
And I want to give some credit to this remade offensive line. They are down to their 4th tackle playing in this game. The protection the last 2 games has been terrific, as well as the run blocking.
Second down and 2. And this is Juwan Thompson making his first carry. Hillman went out of the game. They were looking at him. The other back is Anderson. They're looking at Hillman on the sideline. So Thompson, second-year back out of Duke, gets his first grab of the night. There's Ronnie walking it off. And it'll be third down and 2.
Mike Neal is one of those guys that he gets a few sacks here and there, but I think his real skill set is playing the run. He can set that edge hard out there, played that one perfectly.
They get C.J. Anderson back in the backfield with Manning on a 3rd and 2. And timeout is going to be taken here by the Packers. So 5.5 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Now Clay Matthews looking at him on the sideline, but through the first 6 games, this guy is simply all over the place. It really doesn't matter, and I think that made Clay Matthews a little crazy in the beginning, but then he started to figure out, even though he's only going to be rushing the passer on 50% of the dropbacks, that he actually is going to benefit from that, and they are allowing him to rush from almost every position. But anytime you get a superstar lying on his back on the table, it's not good.
Friendly fire there from Randall as he went down. So Green Bay took the defensive timeout. It's 3rd and 2. Big hole
phone so you can't post pictures. Okay, how does it feel to not be connected?
My chest hurts.
Well, let me give your phones back. Let me show you a better way to keep connected. The 2016 Chevy Cruze offers built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi that connects up to 7 devices.
So this thing puts out its own signal?
Yes.
This is next level, Chevy.
From the creators of Ice Age and Rio, get ready for the main event of the season. The Peanuts movie, Friday, rated G. Tuesday is National Sandwich Day at Subway. Buy any sub and 30-ounce drink, and you'll get another sub free. Who you give it to is up to you.
I bought one and they gave me a free one to give away. So nice to meet you. Bye.
November 3rd is National Sandwich Day at Subway. Buy one, give one.
There he is.
That bad man getting his smoothie on.
Bad man getting his feet wet. That bad man getting his feet wet. This is Russell Wilson country. And this, Russell Wilson air. You see that? Whose bird is that?
That's Russell Wilson's bird.
It's me, the M, the AC, the K. Sound like a Frenchman from back in the day.
Wireless headphones, engineered for exceptional sound.
Here's what's about to happen. See that whistle's gonna blow, and when it does, all hell's gonna break loose. Are you up? Arsenal Tottenham next Sunday. Weekend on NBC and NBCSN.
This week on the Tonight Show, Jimmy with some really good guests. Bill O'Reilly will be among them, and we'll see Harry Connick Jr. as well. Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon this week right here on NBC. That's a ball from the inside. All right, Mr. Rogers. Back to work. His team down by 2 touchdowns.
What if the asteroid that destroyed the dinosaurs missed? Who would walk the Earth together? From the creators of Inside Out.
We need to get home. I'm done being scared.
If you ain't scared, you ain't alive. Disney Pixar's The Good Dinosaur.
This November, your NFL loyalties will be tested. With $500,000 guaranteed every week. Who's your team? Game Time Gold starts November 3rd at McDonald's.
Today we're going to talk about trucks.
Works for me.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing?
Ford. I would say the Ram.
Okay, let's move to the second door. Best V8 horsepower.
The Ram. I say Ford on the V8.
Chevy.
What about this year's Motor Trend Truck of the Year?
Chevy.
What do you think? Ford? Let's see how you did.
Thank you.
That's a Chevy Silverado 18.
de respuestas con el manojo lleno.
moving the basketball. But set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity.
My teammate is a warrior. Got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now. You slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold a city down. Anyhow, they gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. Even if a youngster wanna meet the sun. We gon' rap to the death where the roots is from.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We got our ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew ties till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block. With a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 West side, east side, north side, west side, south side.
fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta e compenso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Baby, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, noi siamo la luce insieme, il male che produce il bene. La notte abbassa lo sguardo, che guardarci non gli conviene. Siamo il bianco e siamo il nero, siamo Dio che appare davvero. Siamo piccoli e perfetti, come il mondo visto dal cielo.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti.
Fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Go.
Telling us all it's there.
Let's switch it up, everybody. Boston rebounding. Start it up.
Magic, come home with a thug, let's get cracking, always well, baby, cause happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the hopped in the tray, just to let the top back and thank God for the day. Who gives a what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year, still in the streets, strapped with them things. She in love with a G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. 10 black Maybachs back to back in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police, acting like you know me. Fresh out of jail, already in your Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. About to have a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. Cause it's just another day in the life of it. T-Pain.
Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. Got the biggest car, Spanish bras, no. Call that other lane for the walks in the parks. Ain't come to play games, I just wanna play my part. Tell your girlfriend to come talk with my dog. We straight G's and we came hit a ball. Bottle at the bottle with him, show you.
Entirely, totally, bring it all together. I want everything. Feels like
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they come in off a win in their last outing against Denver. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy
Stop
like
it.
this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq.
Stop
Not
it.
just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me a one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the
But
league.
you said you just called
I said
me a
in a
one-way
long
player.
time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes, that's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish
That was
in his ways.
hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Oh, that was outrageously fun.
That was pretty freakish.
Oh, it was. Here's
I
Kevin
already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Oh.
You lose a point.
Quando eu
Amsterdam say Frisco say Switzerland say Sao Paulo say Joburg say Mexico say Stockholm say Jamaica.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sidelines tonight, Doris Burke. Taking a look at Indiana. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
And seeing where Indiana is, this has been a terrible way for them to kick off their year. They have to find a way to get back on track soon before this season gets away from them.
Greg, it's really surprising to me to see them fighting just to stay afloat this early in the season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Johnson in at the 4 slot. Now here is Hill. Ellis outside. He dishes it to Whiteside. Kicks to George. Ellis, the pass to George. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Zeller, a screen on Hill. Irving kicks to Bryant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thank you, Doris.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
It's stolen by... Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That Kia Slam Can replay really gave you a good look at the action.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Hill dishes to Ellis. Six on the shot clock. In the corner, George with it. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. That's 7 points here for George.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The Pacers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter, and that is good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Bryant with a screen on him. Proving passes to Bryant. Takes the 13-footer. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And George, here we go. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Indiana moving the ball away. Here's Whiteside, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Goes up, and it's George finishing it off.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Hill with guarded now by Irving, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from.
Here's Irving. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Atlanta.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Bryant in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Cavaliers leading to the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 14 points for Freak.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Up against Turner. Back to Ellis. Shot from the low block. And it's sent back by Bryant. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Four on the clock. Turner with it. Picked up by Thompson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. Freak, number 1. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
Guys, we're lucky to get to watch 2 of the league's most outstanding rebounders on the same court here today.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Sellers checked in. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciates it.
The shot by Bryant, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter. Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Again, the miss by Bryant.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Ellis kicks to Hill. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Love. First in three-point shooting, and he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. Third overall in field goal percentage.
And not only is he dialing.
Group in now for Indiana. Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Decker comes in for George. Cannon, he's checked in for Ellis. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for George Hill. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Well, Coach Vogt,
going here. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business.
thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Kyrie Irving. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Seen it with
What's up on the A train? I'm being followed. My seventh sense is danger. I turn around this anger. And he brought a marble along. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity got broke with the swiftness. I don't know what they think this is. I feel a sharp pain in my neck, now I can't see on my hem. They hit me with a dart filled with the pork chop serum. I tried to hold on, but before long I dropped. When I awoke, I was locked in the barber shop, trapped in the barber's chair. Oh no, they're gonna try and cut my hair, but that can't stop the profit.
Yo, Prophet, ignorance is tired of you following them around. We about to put an internet right now. Animosity, fear, what's up? Get him, yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Another one. Another one. Another
Yo, do the knowledge to the master builder. The new millennium, Hiram Abiff. Gotta watch what I say to you, so I code my station. Cause they really passed the statute of limitations. The streets still hollering about how strong I am. I heard still holler about how wrong I am. As a little had me amazed how my steady hand kept it afloat. Let it sit, cool it hard and hit the set. Cool it heartless in front of the store projects. Long as I made a profit, I see you eyeing me. Your fire escape diary filled with pages of episodes of shying me. Non-believer, my hammer for hire. So close that your coat will catch fire. Dog, the stakes are dire. I'm no liar. Hold a court in the street, B, cause I got prize.
Same team, no game. Keep chicks that rather rock so trained. The corners got no shame. Trying to build these figures. Headquarters left, he ain't gone, he's still with us. Not in the physical, through us he
I can stand with Big L.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they're off to a better start than last season, and that certainly bodes well. Always some changes from season to season, but they're going in the right direction. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award, I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan for. Nobody can really take over a game like he does, and the problem that you have with LeBron is who guards him, what position you put on him.
You know, any team that LeBron is on is considered a title contender, and you can't say that about anyone else in the league, so that's why he's the MVP every year.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
Being on some chill.
Amsterdam saying, Frisco saying, Switzerland saying, Sao Paulo saying, Joburg saying, Mexico saying, Stockholm saying, Jamaica.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. Both teams extra focused on a win here as the Cleveland Cavaliers come to the Staples Center looking for a win. J.R. Smith is out with the injury. That's a tough loss there.
Yeah, well, when he got hurt in their last game, Kevin, the hope was that it wasn't too serious. But we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the best in the world in coming back from it. So it's a tough blow for them.
Really just a tough loss. I mean, it looks like it will be, guys, a long road for him, but hopefully with the help of the team doctors, he can make that turnaround as quickly as possible.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Bryant in at the 3. Zeller is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Yates in at the 2 spot. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to talk with Quinn Snyder for a moment. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks, Doris. The 3 from Bryant, a rebound by the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you. Then do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 and real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 1 and real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 1 and real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 1 and
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Bryant, he's in at 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Yates in at the 2.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Cleveland making a change here.
Focus on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them.
On defense, Cleveland down by 15. Russell passes to Mozgov. James kicks to Grant. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
And the foul called on Freak. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Time to get the backup some burn anyway. This game's a wrap.
I checked in for Bryant. And that concludes the first half. Lakers.
Guys, I'm here.
Your Lakers, 57. The Cavaliers, 43.
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late. Let's put our stamp on the second half. Now a few things.
All right, Staples Center, look who's coming.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business.
Hi, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for